Good morning, my dear students. This is Neha ma'am, and I'm back with the second session of your chapter Fiber to Fabric, which is from your science course book Eureka Plus. As you all know, in the last video, we have studied about what are clothes made up of. That is fiber, and we have studied about the different types of fibers, natural fibers, synthetic, which further is divided into two types, plant fibers and animal fibers. Now let's do a quick revision by solving this exercise given on page number 30 of your book. Now first question is fibers obtained from plants or animals. Yes, these are natural fibers as we have already studied. Second point is silk is dash fiber. As we all know, silk is obtained from caterpillars of silk moth, which we have already studied. So third point is the right answer. Next is which fabrics are soft but do not absorb moisture. As we all know, cotton fabrics easily absorb moisture. So the answer here is synthetic fabrics. Fourth point is which fabric is soft and comfortable to wear during summer season. But obviously it is cotton fabric. Now the last is which fabric has tiny pockets between the fibers. The answer is wool. That is the reason it is preferred to be worn in winter season. Now students, we will move on to our next topic on page number 31, that is different types of plant fibers. The fibers, different types are cotton fibers, jute fibers, coir fibers and flax. Now today we are going to study page number 31. They are given plant fibers and the first type is cotton fiber. Now today we will study where are cotton plants grown and how does cotton grown plants and how do we get the fabrics from cotton fibers. Now you can see a picture of a cotton plant which I have shown you here. Cotton plants grow in the areas which are warm and receive moderate rainfall. That means we need mild rainfall in the regions where we want to grow cotton plants, and soil required for them is black soil. Now you can see another picture which I have attached here, that cotton plants grow in the form of cotton bolls around the seeds, as you can see in the picture. Now this is a very beautiful cotton boll which is grown around the seed. Now how will we get fabric from this? Actually, the fibers dry when the cotton ball opens up. This ball opens up and then we separate the fiber from the seed. Now what we are having? We are having cotton fiber in the form of cotton bolls in our hand. Now these bolls are converted further into threads which are further woven to form different types of fabric, which you can see in these pictures attached. Now what we have got from the cotton bolls? We have got cotton fabric, and other fabrics which we get from these are denim fabric and terry cloth fabric. Denim fabric is used to make jeans which we wear, and terry cloth fabric is used to make bath towels. So what are the fabrics which we get from cotton fabric? Denim, terry cloth and cotton. Now with these words you can easily solve this exercise given on page number 31, right? Now we are moving on to the last topic given on page number 31 of your book, that is jute fibers. Now we will study where are jute plants grown, how does jute grow, and how jute fibers are converted into jute fabric. Now here you can see a picture of a jute plant. Now jute plants require warm and humid climate. That means the areas which are warm are chosen for the growth of jute plants, like areas of India, Bangladesh, China, and that too is done in rainy season. Now let me tell you one important thing about jute plants. Jute plants need to be harvested after they flower but before the flower forms seeds. That means we cut the jute stems from the plant before the seeds come out of the flowers, because we need these stems to convert them into fibers. Then the cut out jute stems, these are tied into bundles and we soak them in water for 20 days. Do you know why we are doing so? Because we want to make the stems soft. When the stems will become soft, we can easily separate the fibers from the stems by a process known as ginning, which we will study later on in this chapter. Moving on to page number 32, jute fiber which we have obtained from jute plant is a very strong and durable fibers. And it is also used on a very large scale because it's also one of the cheap fibers available. This is the reason we make jute sacks from this and use it to store food grains, because it is very easily available fiber which we can use to make sacks, and it is also very cheap. Now what do? We actually convert the fibers which we have obtained from plants into jute yarn. As you can see in the flow chart I have attached here, the fiber is converted into yarn, which is further converted into jute sackcloth, which are having multiple uses. Now let's study few more properties of jute. Jute is a biodegradable fiber. Do you know the meaning of biodegradable? Yes, that can easily decompose itself. This is the reason this is also used to make the covers or bags for planting tree saplings. Now you might have seen your mother sometimes purchases small plants from the vendors. They provide you these plants in small bags. These bags are made up of jutes. Do you know why jute is used? Because jute can easily mix up with the soil and doesn't provide any harm to it. We can even plant our tree or the small tree sapling along with the bag, because it will easily mix up into the soil and be degrading itself. This is the reason we are using some of the jute mats as soil savers. Now do you know why we are calling these mats as soil savers? Because we use jute mats to cover land which is barren. Barren means which is not capable of producing that much of crops. We cover the land with jute mats, which further prevents it from erosion. That means it does not allow the nutritive part of the soil to erode with the water or flowing wind. So these mats allow enough time for the natural vegetation to grow into the soil. So that is the reason they are given the name soil savers. Now students, these were the properties of jutes. I hope you all have understood these. So today we have studied two types of fibers, that is cotton fibers and jute fibers. Now I am attaching the few in-between questions from the same topics. Now you have to go through them, note down in your notebooks and revise them timely. Thank you.